Every single comic has pointed you out. And now I'm homeless. Thank you very much. How's everyone doing tonight? Having fun? Fantastic. So, I can't believe we can do this with my parents in the room, but I had a threesome not too long ago. That's right, fucked a pregnant lady. It was absolutely incredible. It was the most awkward sex I've ever had, I'm not gonna lie. Probably the most uncomfortable sex I've ever had. Because let me tell you, there's absolutely no possible way of having comfortable sex with a pregnant lady. It doesn't happen. You're sitting there doing one of these, you're kind of like, is this, how's it, is this me? No? Like that? No? Oh, okay, wait, oh. And it just doesn't happen. You end up kicking shit over, there goes the lamp, there goes everything like that. So, starting to think about what the kid's going through halfway through the ordeal. All I can envision in my head is something kind of like this, just... Fuck off, it's full! I just couldn't imagine. So I started wondering, I mean, you hear about, if you play music for an unborn child, it might, make it smarter, or you can tell a child what it's going to be in the future, stuff like that. So I'm wondering, like, does sex have that kind of an effect on a child? Like, really, I mean, if the kid's sitting there doing one of these, just, bobbing and weaving around whatever's coming at it, put it in the ring when he's 10, you got Muhammad Ali, whatever. Kids seeing you doing like pirouettes and stuff around and throw them on skates, gotta have a stoic go. If you go back to the same kid doing this, he can run for president of the United States and get elected. Anyone go to Wonderland this summer? Apparently the revenue's down. No, I went to Wonderland and it was a very interesting experience. When the hell did Wonderland turn into Harlem? Just wondering, really. I mean, you go to Wonderland to go have fun, you go on rides with your friends. I get there and I'm walking through a metal detector at the front door and then getting patted down. What the fuck is this? Where's Hanna-Barbera land? Standing in line at friggin' the big hit and there's a friggin' drive-by. The fuck, pre-teen gangster. You guys were there. You weren't kidding, eh? Jesus. Don't worry, the second one's gonna drop soon. So, during the whole ordeal, dude, if you got a heart on like that, you would pass the fuck out. There is not enough blood in your body to maintain both heads at the same time. Anyways, so you doing the whole noise and the thing like that, like really? Why do you want to sound like an animal? Why do some men find it absolutely important or have to do it, that they have to make some kind of a sound? Something manly, something murder, look at me, I am me, hear me roar. Now, I've actually been in a room where I was with someone and my friend was with someone and you hear things. You hear things. If you hear that, there's a problem in the other bed. But all I hear from the other side of the room is, I'm like, dude, you sound like a fucking bear eating a deer. I can understand wanting to be some kind of, like, hee, look at me, blah, blah, but like, come on, does it sound like you're devouring a live thing? Come on. Then you get the opposite end of the spectrum, you get the other guy who's sitting there doing the, What are you, fucking two? When did your second nut not drop? What happened? Absolutely blows me away some of the shit that happens these days. So you guys seriously like poke buddies on Facebook? Yeah? You're high as shit, aren't you? Yeah, I know that look very Sorry, Mom. As far as I'm concerned, fuck Facebook. Facebook is probably the worst invention ever. You know, I finally got it. Everyone's like, oh, Facebook this, Facebook that. I'm like, okay, whatever, I can deal with this. See what it's all about. Get on there, and all of a sudden people from grade 6 are talking to me. They're like, hey, I haven't seen you since grade 6. And I'm like, I kind of like that. Can we go back to that, please? At some point, I really enjoyed that. You know, 12 years of not fucking knowing you. Forget me. Time out for water. Did you seriously just whistle while I was taking a sip of water? God. Hurts my brain. So, go to the dentist and decided that it was going to be a good time for me to get high because, well, you go to the dentist and what do? You sit there. You sit for an hour in a chair doing nothing. So I smoked a huge bowl before I went. Show up at my dentist's office realizing, wait a minute, I'm going to stick 3 needles in my mouth. Now, I know that most guys will tell a chick that this is 6 inches. But let me tell you, this is 6 inches when you're high as shit and it's a needle going in your mouth. So I'm sitting there and I've got this needle going in and it's just taking forever. Finally gets in, they freeze my mouth from, you know, here down. And I'm sitting there, and when you smoke pot, for some of you who don't know, you get pasties and you lose every bit of saliva in your mouth. Your mouth and tongue now feel like sandpaper. Now, what little spit you think you have gets flushed right the fuck out of your mouth when they take that straw and they put it in the back of your mouth and go, oh, just let this spit in. I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, my mouth's now the Sahara, what the hell am I doing? So I'm tripping balls sitting in the chair, waiting for the reach around, waiting for the massage chair or something to happen. Obviously it didn't happen. And then the dentist takes that long, double hook-ended, twisty, you know the thing I'm talking about, where they stick in your mouth and they start scraping everything away. Why is that thing double-ended? Really, why is it double-ended? I don't want to see the other end. I don't want to see something sharp and pointy coming out of my mouth when I know that the other end of that has another sharp and pointy thing digging around. Put a sock puppet on it, man. We have those little, remember those things that we used to have for pencils? You stick the eraser on it, the big, you know, bunny and shit like that. Put one of those on. I'll be fine with that. So then after they're all done with that, they tell me to get up and rinse my mouth out. How many people have tried to rinse your mouth with no feeling in it? I'll give you a quick demo. And that's pretty much the extent of what you will go through when you're high. And then the dentist starts to talk to you. Why do they talk to me? I don't want to talk. I don't want to know you. Because it's always a one-sided conversation. They're sitting there rhyming off about how their kids are doing this, that, and the other, and I'm sitting there going, oh, hello. Oh, hello. And someone brought up a point earlier that dentistry is the highest suicide rate as far as professions go. Utter bullshit. I'll have you know, suicide bombers have it to 100%. So, I've actually been working on a new bit. I'm going to let you folks in on it. It's an impression I've been working on. It's actually about Heath Ledger.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Very important part of my life. I like to do impressions, and apparently I don't like to put microphones in the right way. So, my impression of Heath Ledger. No, too soon? Bit too soon? I heard it done with Elvis earlier. I was like, I wonder if I can do it with Heath Ledger. I'm sorry. So, my sister got married, and she's interesting. I'm not want to talk about her. When she first actually brought her boyfriend home, or told me about her boyfriend. She's like, oh, I met this great guy. He's awesome, this and that. I'm like, is he a douche? She's like, he's Italian. I'm like, same general area, I guess. So they bought a house, they got married, everything was fine. And so they asked me to do a speech at the wedding. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I'm doing comedy. I'll make this funny. And then I realized that half her family's connected. I didn't think I was going to see Tuesday. It was very interesting. You don't make fun of the mafia when they're there. Not such a good thing to do. But they asked me to come over and help them with some home renovations. They want to take out all the carpet in their living room and replace it with hardwood flooring. So I'm like, sure, no problem. It's a very easy task to do. And I get there, and my brother-in-law's not exactly handy. He's very pretty. And to walk into a room where you're supposed to be doing manual labor, you're ripping up the carpet, taking out all the tack on the side, should take 20 minutes. He's sitting there on a little Versace stool. Scoot over. Oh shit, I scratched the floor. Absolutely ridiculous. This guy is probably the worst person to get any kind of home renovations you've ever seen. It is dumb. So is my sister, but that's besides the point. Sorry, Mom. So my parents are in the audience, and like they were saying, there is no money in comedy. Please don't change the locks. I need a place to sleep tonight. Anyways, thank you very much, folks. Hope you had a great time. My name's Kerba.